the unboxing. Here you got your two parts to your stand, your base and then your vertical part. This is the power brick with the cable and your DVI and your D-sub cable, and then the monitor comes wrapped up very nicely with the instructions on the front of the monitor on how to hook up everything, but who pays attention to that? Okay, so this is it. This is the HP 2311Xi LED backlit display. As you can see, it's very thin. I can line it up there with the lens. It's very thin. It's a non-glare screen, which is very nice. It has a piano black finish around the bezel. The bezel is a little bit thicker than some, but it looks really nice. It is a full HD display, which means it's got 1920 by 1080 pixel. That's the max resolution on it. So if you're looking for something higher, then you can go to another monitor, but that is the max resolution on it. Again, that's 1920 by 1080. It's got about 1001 contrast ratio on it, and I've been using it now for a week or two. I've been doing video editing with it. I watched some movies with it, and haven't had a problem with it at all. In most of the reviews that I've ever watched about different monitors, people complain about the monitor wiggling and moving, but it's not a big issue for me. It just does the tilt. It's just very ergonomic. You know, this is an entry-level ISP monitor. The ISPs have been around strong for like the last 4 years, but they've been around since the late 90s or middle 90s, but just getting to be affordable. This is an entry-level, like I said, by HP, and what they do, I'm going to read this. To achieve a wider viewing angle and faster response time, this requires using a comprehensive film and complicated multi-domain technology to divide the pixels into parts. Okay, so yeah, that's what it does. Basically, in phase switch, it gives you a better, wider viewing angle, and as opposed to regular display where you got to be closer to in front of it, but it gives you a wider viewing angle. I'm sure the camera's not going to give this any justice. It's got beautiful colors on it. I have a Syncore color monitor, Color Pro testing equipment that I was able to do some contrast on and some brightness on. It's got really great contrast, and the brightness it goes you know, 200. I had it got to go over 250 nits on it, and then it goes down to about 228 or so when you set the lower settings. It comes out of the box hot. In other words, everything's turned up. But the problem is you got your buttons down here for your display settings. They're a little bit of a pain to get to, but basically you got your menu right here. And it pops up. You get your usual brightness, contrast settings and stuff like that. What I like to do is as soon as I get the monitor out of the box, I set the brightness down. I got it set to 80 now, but it comes out at like 100 because they're setting them up when they should leave the factory to be in a showroom. So I set mine down to about 50%. But if you're in a real bright office or a place with a lot of lights, then you can go ahead and brighten that up or whatever, you know, how suits whatever you need. Then you got your contrast ratio, and again, you can adjust it to whatever you feel that you need. And then you got your color management on it. Do the ability to set Kelvin units, and that's more for somebody who does photography, video editing. But if you set it, say like 5600 degrees Kelvin, it gives you more blues. It will darken it up a little bit. If you go down to the regular 5600 degree Kelvin, it gives you a standard, which is kind of like the standard for motion pictures and stuff. And if you want to get a the cooler, which is a higher Kelvin number, actually hotter. Makes no sense how the scale goes, but it's actually hotter. But it will give you more reds and stuff in the picture. But I usually I keep mine at about 50 to 100 degrees Kelvin because that's what I work with. So you'll be good to go then. It's telling me to cancel because I already had it set there. You got other settings in here too to use, you know, you got some time management. You can make it go to sleep. You can have it so that the LED on the front of the panel stays on or goes off, and you know, you get sharpness and that kind of stuff. And it is, you can see, you can't see it, but it says right here, 1920 by 1080 at 60 hertz. So the refresh rate is 60 hertz on this monitor. So that's as high as it goes. But you know, for a entry-level monitor, you know, it's pretty good. IPS display panels usually have a slower response time. This does, but I'm not a big gamer, so I'm not playing Halo or anything like that on here, so it shouldn't affect me too much. I've watched some movies, had no problems with it, and it's great for film editing, picture editing or picture taking. I haven't had no problems with it at all, and it's very energy efficient. We had a meter here that was measuring the electricity. After we had adjusted the settings, we were using 23 watts, or like 24 watts, I think it was, the power. And then on sleep mode, the specs were about half a watt. So it uses virtually no power. And that was a big problem with the first in-plane switching monitors. They used a lot of energy, which still that's not a lot, but they used a little more energy because it takes a higher backlight in order to light the LED. The LED display. So anyway, this is my monitor. I got two of them, and I'm going to set up with the MacBook Pro. Got them as a gift from my brother, and I love them. Like I said, monitor, 3 HP's entry level ISP. I have no problems with it. I think that's great resolution, and I really like it a lot. You can spend more money, but if the MSRP on it is $250, I'd say this is a win-win for anybody.